and asking about Waaree Energies, bought during the IPO and trading with gains at this juncture. And well, it's down about 3%, but it moved quite dramatically over the course of the last couple of days. The question is about valuations and whether they're a little stretched at this point. Some people definitely think so. Samir, I'm wondering whether you are one of them.
Yes, unfortunately, I think the valuations are a little stretched. Look, what's happened is they've had a phenomenal year this year because of the growth of the new capacities that came on. Now, that is not going to keep repeating. So when I'm just giving you a simple example, when you go from say 4 million to 8 million, you're doubling yourself, right? So you have huge growth opportunity that comes up in the top line and the profitability because of the operational leverage. Now, I'm not denying when you go from 8 to 12 also, the operating leverage is still there, but the growth is not 100% anymore. It's come down to 50%. And now Waaree is sitting on quite a large base, right? So whatever further expansions they're going to be doing, yes, it's going to be meaningful, but it's not going to be as meaningful as before. So growth is not going to look as strong. And then you're not going to see the profits growing as much. So then the premium valuations of about 45 times current year earnings seems a bit expensive. We believe but actually, if you go look at it, everyone is trading around similar levels, be it Suzlon, be it KPI Green, be it Sterling and Wilson. You can't really take the valuation because they've just about turned into profits this year, and the operational leverage is still to play out. But they're all trading at this. But the point is that Waaree Energies also makes these solar cells, which they export. And US, there are two things. One, the import duty that's come, that's going to hurt them a little bit. Is it going to benefit because China is paying more? Probably in the short term, yes. But what is also, second thing that's happened is Donald Trump is not pushing renewable energy in the same way that the Democrats were. So what is going to happen if incentives for setting up renewable energy from the US government go down and that growth does not happen in the same manner, then Waaree can see some amount of lower growth in volumes, and that could also affect. So I'm not as convinced on a Waaree Energy at this point of time. If you want to make a play in the solar energy space, the two stocks that we are invested in and we like, one is KPI Green, which sets up the solar parks within India for themselves through IPP and CPPs for other customers as well. And there's Sterling and Wilson Solar, which is part of the Reliance Group. There was a question in the show earlier of whether you should hold on. Fundamentally, I'm very convinced that the quarterly numbers that came were very good. The top line showed growth. Their order book is at 9,000 crores. We believe they will be able to do well over the next couple of years. Yet we haven't seen any real orders coming in from the Reliance stable. Once Reliance places orders for their solar plants, I think the opportunity, their growth numbers will see further acceleration. The operating leverage is coming through, and you're getting the stock at a very reasonable price. This is a stock that traded at 800 rupees, which is down to about 310 right now, and had gone down to 220. So this is a chance to buy into a long-term investment. Yes, short-term, you might see volatility, you might see the stock going down again to 280. But for me, these are the two plays that we would make in the green energy space at this point.
Sterling and Wilson at lower circuit at this juncture. Samir, there's a very insistent crow outside your window that seems to be very happy to join us on today's program. Okay, let me take the next caller. Murli is calling us from Bengaluru.